Imagine the darkest night. The air is cold, silent. Then, from the inky blackness above, you hear it. A faint rustling sound, like brooms sweeping across the sky, and suddenly, bombs explode around you. This was the chilling reality for German soldiers on the Eastern Front. They called these mysterious attackers Nachthexen, the night witches. But the German soldiers had no idea who was truly raining terror on them from above. They weren't supernatural beings or ghostly apparitions. They were teenage girls and young women barely out of school, flying flimsy biplanes. This is the incredible story of the Soviet 588th Night Bomber Regiment, an all-female unit that became one of the most effective and feared bomber forces of World War II. In 1941, as Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union, the call for pilots went out. Most women were relegated to support roles, but one legendary aviator, Marina Raskova, fought for something different. She convinced Stalin himself to authorize 3 all-female air regiments. One of these would become the 588th, commanded by the formidable Major Yevdokia Bershanskaya. Their aircraft was a marvel of outdated technology, the Polikarpov Po-2, a fabric-covered open-cockpit biplane designed in the 1920s as a crop duster and trainer. It was slow, unarmed, and built mostly of wood and canvas. German fighter pilots considered it a joke, but this joke was about to become their nightmare. What made the Po-2 so dangerous? Its very slowness. It could fly lower and slower than German fighters, often escaping detection. It was incredibly maneuverable, making it difficult to hit. And crucially, it was quiet. The Germans would only hear the distinctive whoosh of the wind under its wings, that unsettling, sweeping broom sound, just moments before the bombs fell. This gave the pilots their terrifying nickname. The Night Witches flew exclusively at night, often in groups of 3. The first 2 planes would act as bait, drawing anti-aircraft fire. The third, lagging behind in the darkness, would then cut its engine directly over the target and glide silently, like a ghost, dropping its bombs with pinpoint accuracy. They would fly up to 18 missions a night, sometimes more. Life in the open cockpit of a Po-2 was brutal. They flew in all weather, freezing in winter without proper heating, wearing oversized boots and uniforms. Their navigation was rudimentary, often relying on maps, compasses, and pure instinct. Each bomb run was a test of nerve, knowing that one stray bullet could ignite their fabric planes. Beyond the enemy, they faced skepticism and even misogyny from their own male counterparts initially, but their courage and effectiveness quickly earned respect. They flew countless sorties, bombing enemy headquarters, supply depots, and troop concentrations, disrupting German operations night after night. They were frequently targeted, and many paid the ultimate price. The Night Witches dropped an estimated 23,000 tons of bombs on the Germans. While individual bombs were small, their cumulative effect was immense. They forced the Germans to divert significant resources to night defenses, severely impacted morale, and proved beyond doubt that women were just as capable, and often more ruthless, combatants. The Soviet 588th Night Bomber Regiment was disbanded in October 1945, their mission complete, but their legend lives on. They were ordinary women who became extraordinary warriors, defying expectations, battling not just the enemy, but also the freezing skies and the limits of their own fear. They were the Night Witches, and their silent terror from the shadows remains one of the most compelling and inspiring stories of World War II. But the bravery of women extended far beyond the cockpit. From the bustling factories of America to the espionage rings of occupied France, women were reshaping the face of the war. Next, we'll delve into the incredible story of Nancy Wake, the White Mouse, one of the Allies' most cunning and daring spies.